Okay, I've been thinking about this for the last few days now, since HMNY has pretty much stock got reversed. I think it was, I want to say, a couple weeks ago. And since then, there's been a lot of drama and everything around the MoviePass. And that MoviePass, during the process, has lost a lot of subscribers. Apparently they haven't really came out with any numbers on that, but apparently they've been losing a bunch of subscribers, from 3 million to whatever the undisclosed number has become. And at the same time, they've been blocking out movie screenings. So most of the time you go to your MoviePass now, and majority of those movies have been blacked out and you can't really go see them. And the ones that do have, you have a surge price. But here recently, I've been looking at my MoviePass, and they have, and I don't see the surge prices on it, but, and then on top of that, they went up to $14.95 per month instead of being at the $9.99. But personally, my bill still reads $9.99. I haven't seen the up to $14.95 yet. And I haven't really used my pass in a couple weeks, trying to give the company some breathing room. So the point of this video, and I've been thinking about, through all this information and all the shorts and everybody against it, that it's apparently like 70% of the company stock's been shorted. 70%, so that means 70% of the people holding the shares is against the company, not for it. So there's been a lot of talk on all this, and everybody's pretty much saying MoviePass is done. And as of today, on Thursday, August the 2nd, the stock at the end of the day ended up about 10 cents a share. So that's after 2 weeks ago going reverse stock split from $22 or $23 a share in less than 2 weeks, or give or take 2 weeks. It's went from $22 a share down to 10 cents a share. So it's pretty bad. So all I'm doing is really just depositing money into my account and just watching it very closely and seeing if we go on another reverse stock split, or does the company go out of business, or does it just pop one day and everybody jumps back in. That I don't know, but it's been pretty much losing about 50% a day for about 2 weeks straight. That's like absolutely crazy. So, to make a long story short, everybody keeps saying that there is no value in this. Nobody sees how this company's profitable. So I've been thinking about that I checked my MoviePass, and since last summer, since I got the MoviePass, I've watched a total of 13 movies on my MoviePass. And I don't think I really held back any. That I finally bought my first movie out of pocket on Mission Impossible last weekend. So, and every other movie I've watched since then, since I got the MoviePass, I put it on MoviePass. And this first time Mission Impossible, have I watched a 3D movie since I got the MoviePass. So I don't think I was using my MoviePass any less than what I really desired for it. I didn't really purposely not use it. So I think 13 movies for the past year is pretty good. If you figure it by the $9.99 a month program, I costed the company maybe $10. And they probably made a lot more money than that off of me on the shares by being the investor. So I don't really see how you sit there and say there's no value in this company. And as MoviePass the product, when with all the stuff that's changed, now think about this. This is where I wanted to make this video on. That everybody keeps saying there's no value in MoviePass. Okay, so they've blacked out some of the screenings, and they raised up the monthly membership to $14.95. So let's do the math. So everybody in all the shorts watching this is for the shorts, okay? This is for the people who keeps telling that there's no value in MoviePass, okay? And MoviePass can't be profitable. So this is what I wanted to make this video on. I'm going to tell you how this is going to be profitable, okay? Assuming that we don't go out of business, assuming we don't get delisted, assuming whatever happens with a second RS or reverse stock split, And we're just talking about pure numbers here on whether or not MoviePass can be profitable. Now, last summer, and this is the critical part to all this, okay, that when MoviePass first went from 20,000 views to 20,000 subscribers last summer, it went from 20,000 subscribers to 3 million subscribers in 11 months. Okay. At that time, that's when I think Mitch came on as one of the CEOs or whatever his position is, and there was a big deal that he had involvement in Netflix or Redbox or whatever. And it was a promotional event to raise it from, or lower it from, I think it was $30 or $40 a month down to $9.99 a month. Okay? That was promotional. Okay? That was promotional. So now they're struggling. They're going back and raising the price. Okay? This is where it gets interesting. Okay? Now, if you figure you can black out the movie screenings on this, and you can direct the MoviePass viewer to whichever movie you want to go to. Now, I know Ted and Mitch as both sat there and came out with the idea that they wanted the lower, the lesser people who watch movies less, and they wanted to push the independent films. They've been saying that for the past year, so that's nothing new, okay? Don't say that, that's nothing new, okay? And that they wanted to sit there and show Hollywood and show the movie theaters that they could sit there and put people in the seats, okay? There's been numerous amount of times I went to movie theaters early in the morning or late at night or during the week, and I've been either the only customer in there, or there'd be 5 or 6 or 8 other people inside that entire theater, and these theaters sit somewhere between 300 and 500 seats, okay? So, if you can sit there and black out the whichever movie at the movie theater, you can black out through MoviePass and direct your people to whichever movie showing you want to show, and especially if that's early in the morning or late at night or during the week. Okay, and people don't go watch that on the opening weekend, and they're waiting until their MoviePass opens up to let them go watch it during the week or at an early showing or at a late showing. You could really fill those seats up big time, okay? You're talking about movie theaters that, if this is done right, you could fill that movie theater up, 300 to 500 people filling that theater up. You'd be buying 95 to 99% of the tickets inside that showing. So, and by doing so, how many concessions are being sold off of that? Okay, so sit there and tell me that there's no value in MoviePass. Okay, when even if I watch one movie a month now, and it costs MoviePass $10 for that ticket, I'm still paying $15 for that MoviePass. And there's been plenty of months I don't watch movies at all, and I don't use my MoviePass at all. But it gets interesting. Okay. This is where it gets interesting. For all the people who say there's no value in MoviePass, think about an independent movie that's made for maybe $5 or $10 million for the entire film, and that they're doing good just to break even at a movie, at their debut movie release, that they probably have pushed 5, 10, 20 million in the entire showing of that movie. All it takes is for MoviePass to be able to push their subscribers to whatever showing they want to sit there and bottleneck that independent film. And they could literally make that independent film $50, $60, $70 million at the theaters, instead of their little 5 to 10, 15 million that they usually get. So, and if you do that enough, how do you not think that Hollywood would not somehow cut a deal with MoviePass on some type of deal? I'm not the accountant. I don't know all that stuff, not the absolute math of it. But if you can triple, quadruple, or even take it 5 times higher on an independent film, and make an independent film, instead of pushing 15 or 20 million, instead they're able to push 60, 70, 80 million, in sales, how do you not think that's not valuable? And if they make MoviePass mad, MoviePass can block that on the next film, and they're back to 8 million for their entire time at the movie theaters. Okay, for the people who pay out of pocket. Okay, so how long do you think it's going to take for those Hollywood people to finally sit there and call up MoviePass to cut them a deal to push their MoviePass people to come and see their movie? And you don't think there's not value in that? And on top of that, if you're a movie theater and you know an 11 o'clock showing, if MoviePass is against it, you barely get 2 or 3 people to show up to that showing. But if MoviePass is for it, they can put 100, 200, 300, 400 people in that showing. How long is it going to take until somebody finally cuts a deal with MoviePass to get them to sit there and fill that movie theater up for them? Especially early in the morning, or late at night, or during the week. We're not talking about the big movies on Friday and Saturdays that people are more than willing to pay out of pocket for, and they're going to fill up that movie theater anyway. That's the argument between MoviePass and AMC. I don't see the value in AMC's MoviePass because they're not in business to sit there and try to get the right stuff in that sense, because the only thing they're doing is just going to be paying the movie tickets for Friday and Saturday and their prime time hours. So who cares? They were going to sell that movie theater out anyway during that time. And you can sit there and say, well, they're going to make money off the concessions. Okay, but that movie would have sold out anyway, and the same people would have bought the popcorn and Coke anyway. So what's the big deal with AMC stubs? If they're only sitting there paying people's movie tickets, because they're not really filling up any new seats that would have been filled up anyway. Only thing they're doing, through an AMC point of view, or anybody who goes to watch even MoviePass on a Friday or Saturday night during prime time hours, the only thing you're doing is just contributing the same thing that would have happened anyway. The only way MoviePass has any power is by filling the seats up at the movie times or movies that normally would have not had any customers. And when you're able to sit there and get MoviePass to be able to fill up theaters that normally would have been empty, then MoviePass becomes a $1 billion industry. And MoviePass becomes a $1 billion with a B, becomes a $1 billion company. And I would sit there and say, if MoviePass does not fail within the next couple months and they can hold on within 2 to 3 years, MoviePass will be worth more money than both AMC and Regal combined. Okay, and I see a future, if MoviePass does not fail and go completely out of business, MoviePass will pretty much own the movie theater industry in this country and practically own Hollywood. And I'll go ahead and say that. So anybody sitting there tells me that MoviePass don't got no value, that's just stupid. And all these people sitting there saying that bulls are stupid right now on this, when it's stupid not to be bullish, okay? There's no possible way why anybody would not see value in a thing that can fill up a movie theater when nobody else can. And if you can sit there and buy 99% of those tickets to that movie and put 500 people in that movie, and you can take 50% of the concessions or even 25% of the concessions on that, is worth more money than any one of us as a subscriber ever would be worth. I see it. If it was up to me, and now in a few years, if they could actually bottleneck that, you could literally charge $1 a month for a MoviePass subscription and have 10, 15 million subscribers practically overnight. As long as you can be able to get one of the big chains to finally sign on and give you some of that concession money, or you're able to get the movie, especially the smaller independent film movies, to sit there and share their profits with you, it's a multi-billion-dollar company in a few years. Anybody don't see that, I don't know how you're doing the math on that. Because I just think everybody's just bearish right now, and all these people got 70% against the company on being a bear. I think they're just flat out lying, personally. Because I don't see how how you do not sit there and figure out that this could be billions of dollars worth of money if you can sit there and send your subscribers to watch particular movies. And if you're in a mood to be able to watch a movie tonight, and your MoviePass is blacked out on certain movies, but it's not blacked out on other movies, obviously you're going to pick the ones that's not blocked. And you're going to go see that movie. And when that movie theater is getting 80, 90, 95% of that showtime paid by MoviePass, and all it takes is MoviePass to decide to block it, and then they have nothing, and they barely have 3 people buying tickets at that point out of pocket, how long is it going to take for that movie company, or even the production company, to cut a deal with them to fill that movie theater back up? It wouldn't take very much at all. So anybody don't think this company's not going to be big one day, if it manages not to completely go out of business right now, it's just not right, okay? So, peace.